Hello, this is Wendy Lou, Parenting Through Ascension, intuitiveoilblends.com, creator, alchemist. You know, I've been thinking a lot about how people are finding their niche, light workers especially, are finding their place, their unique skills, right? And I think a lot of people, and while that's wonderful, and I'm right there too, figuring out what exactly am I offering. And that it shifts often, right? I've got shamanism, I've got Reiki, I've got other energy healing, I've got Akashic records. I'm working on bringing it all together into one modality that is all mine, right? I mean, not, obviously, I don't mean ownership, but that is what I bring to the table in my own unique way. And that's what everybody is kind of on the hunt for right now, sifting through all the crap, right? But I wonder if it's not, for a lot of people, I know that because everyone you talk to, you could talk to 6 different Reiki masters and they're all going to do it different. You could get a session from each of them and it's going to be totally different. And so I think for a lot of people who are just now waking up and becoming hungry for help, like they know they need help, they know allopathic medicine is not the place to go anymore, so they're seeking out us, light workers, way showers, torch bearers, right? Crystalline grid anchors, pillars of light, beacons that a lot of us came here to be. They're seeking us out more and more. And when they ask, like I've noticed, when they ask, okay, so tell me what you do, I go, I need to work on my elevator pitch. I get it, my elevator speech, right? But like I said, it's always changing. So my advice, I guess, because I'm so smart, my advice, I was just thinking about this on my walk. You know how moments of clarity come when you're communing with nature, when you're out in the fresh air. I mean, I can't turn my camera around, but I've got this in my backyard. That's the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. And, it brings ideas, right? It brings kind of clarity and that, and, when you're pooping or showering, right? Or 2 a.m, when you have nothing to write with. But what I wanted to say in this video is I feel like I gotta switch hands. If it's overwhelming you, if you're seeking out, we don't really like the term woo-woo anymore, but if you're seeking out alternative ways to heal yourself, alternative ways to feel better, you've tried allopathic medicine and it's just not working anymore, and I'll tell you why. Allopathic medicine is low vibe. It will not work for you much longer if it hasn't already stopped, because whether you know it or not, your vibration is going up with the planet, with the rest of us that are actually actively working on this, raising the vibration. And so whether you have been, doing a lot of self-healing intentionally or just mired in the 3D, your vibration is going up, I promise. And that medicine, that vibration of allopathic medication is not, okay? So it's going to stop being effective. So you need to seek out the real healing, which is healing your trauma, healing yourself, healing your wounds, healing your shit, right? Putting down the baggage and walking away from it once and for all. That's where the healing takes place. That's where disease is eradicated. That's where vibrant health comes through, okay? So if you're seeking out these modalities that maybe are brand new to you, I promise you they've been around forever. They have never not been around. It's just easier to find nowadays because we're everywhere. We're taking over. But if you're seeking out, crazy voodoo witch doctors like myself, like my kids call me, it may be overwhelming because you don't know which modality is going to work for me. First of all, the important thing is to remember is go to someone you feel good with. Go to someone you feel safe with. Go to someone who makes you feel like they're going to provide a safe space of healing for you, okay? If you're not sure, then that's not the right person, right? Or if you feel like maybe you're not down with some of their methods, they're not the right person for you. Doesn't mean they're doing anything wrong, they're just not the right person for you. So if it's so overwhelming that you are, the wind, of course, doesn't. The wind never wants me to make these videos. It must be an important one. If you're so, well, frickin' A. If you're so overwhelmed, I'm just going to stop. If you're so overwhelmed that you are not committing to any, healer, we say healer because it's quick and easy to say it. We really are practitioners of healing. We do have special skills that allow us to help move things out of the way so that you can heal yourself. That's why we say healing, because that's too long to say in a pinch. But if you're just so overwhelmed that you have shut it all down, find somebody you feel good with, find somebody you feel safe with, find somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody you already know. I have met perfect strangers, total strangers, that I felt so comfortable with that I knew I would be safe in a healing environment with them. And I was, and I had beautiful experiences. And then I've gone to people that I've known for years that just weren't effective for me. And again, not that they're doing anything wrong. They're very effective for a lot of people, their specific method, but it just didn't work for me. But what it always did was lead me to the next person or lead me to the next step for myself in my self-healing. But the main point I wanted to make was if you are feeling really overwhelmed, remember that it all comes down to just healing your shit. And you can do that on your own. You don't need anybody else. But at the same time, we're humans. There's 6 billion of us for a reason, okay? You're not here alone. I have spent thousands of dollars learning modalities, getting good at, what I do. So, I'm here, right? I didn't do that for myself, solely. I was really hungry for healing and just to feel better in the beginning of my journey. And now I know that it's about self-healing, yes. But then for a lot of us, it's about then turning around and showing others how to do it too. Offering the services that we learned that helped us heal to other people. Because ultimately what we want to do is empower you to heal yourself and to turn around and then teach other people. It's a chain, right? It's a domino effect in a good way. Yeah, I may teach you, you turn around, you teach somebody else, they turn around, it keeps going. It keeps going, and we're ultimately healing our shit. Try not to assign the wind. Try not to assign labels to what you're healing, okay? Trauma, baggage, right? Junk, crap, shit, fuckery, whatever term you choose. It's all just your shit. And a lot of it isn't yours, right? A lot of it isn't yours, but if it's in your energy, your responsibility. Do something with it, okay? It either needs to go, which you can do, just simply eject it, or it needs to be healed, transmuted, sent down to Gaia, sent up to source, returned to its owner, whatever. You don't even have to know. All you have to do is set the intention that it is sent where it needs to go. Seriously, the wind. All of a sudden, I had no wind at all. All right, wind, who are you working for? I'm trying to make a video here. So anyway, I think that was my point. Because I've been talking to a client who is learning how to heal, healing himself, learning how to heal others, has been healing others his whole life without really knowing it. Now knows what he can do and is intentionally doing it, and that's beautiful. But we get caught up in the labels, right? Like some people are stuck on, well, this is what you have to do. This is what you have to do. Oh, you have to do it this way to ascend. You have to focus on this to ascend. All you have to focus on is healing your shit. Narcissism. What are some other Narcissism seems to be a big one coming up right now for a lot of people. It's like, oh, well, we all have to heal the narcissist within. What does that mean? All you have to do is heal. And this narcissistic tendencies. Narcissism has its roots in the victim mentality, right? When you are so deep in the victim mentality that you can't fathom any of it being your fault, right? It's all everybody else. Oh, the world is against me. And so I'm just going to manipulate everybody I can because everybody's going to be against me anyway. Well, where does the victim? There are only two things, guys. That's actually only one thing. But in this reality, we created another thing. What did we create? The only thing that exists is love. What did we create when we came here? The antithesis of love. Fear. Fear is nothing but detachment from love. Detachment from disassociation, from connection with source, with other people, okay? When you don't have that connection, you are in fear. And when you are in fear, there are so many directions you can go, right? I mean, narcissism is just one way, but we all have narcissistic energy. We all have narcissistic tendencies. We all want to blame other people for everything at some point, in our lives. And I feel like it's just getting caught in a loop. As I talk with my hands, I pulled my earbuds up. We get caught in this loop of, I gotta heal narcissism, I gotta heal narcissism, I gotta heal narcissism. Step off that fucking hamster wheel and take a step back and look at what you're actually healing. It's not narcissism. You're afraid of something. You're fucking terrified of connection. Okay? Find out why. Figure out why. Why are you afraid, so afraid of truly, deeply connecting to other human beings? Why? Because human beings suck sometimes, right? Like that's the general, vague answer. Like human beings are crappy to each other, right? We are mean. We are hurtful. We are awful. We're hateful to each other. Why would anybody want to connect? Well, that's why we came here, because we are connected. All we have to do is remember the disconnection is an illusion. The illusion creates the fear. What does that mean? Fear is a fucking illusion. It's not real. It's not real. The only real thing is love. The only real thing is connection, union, unity. That's the only thing that's real, okay? So that's all I wanted to say was those 1,000 things. If you've watched me before, you know I kind of go all over the place, but I think I get around to the point eventually. But I wish I could turn my camera because I know I've shown you guys a lot. So I'm just walking around my neighborhood, but it's just gorgeous. This is the Sangre de Cristos. Pikes Peak is over there. We got haze right now because of fires. Aspen area, I think, Colorado. We've got a lot of fires, some big fires, and so we've got this haze in the mountains. And, air quality isn't 100%, but I don't worry about that. I've transcended that. I am only inhaling fresh air. None of that stuff gets in. So anyway, try to shed labeling. Okay, what is this? What is this? I have to know what this is. Because that can create a belief. It can create a hamster wheel. It can get you stuck in a pattern, in a new pattern that you didn't have before. So step off the hamster wheel, take a step back and look and say, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? Narcissism is a byproduct. Narcissism is a result of something. Narcissism is a behavior that comes from a deep-rooted issue, okay? Deep-rooted trauma, childhood or otherwise, past life. So, that being said, I really am in love with this new modality that I have learned, this Akashic Records reading, and I would love to share it with you. If anybody wants to give it a try, just contact me. I will link below how to get a hold of me. But yeah, it's a magical modality. Look it up. Do your own research. We go into your soul's records. We go into the book of your soul, the book of you, the book, everything your soul has experienced since its creation. Everything it has experienced, everything. And we can go in and look at a past life. You know, we get guides. I always imagine it as like this big Harry Potter library, right? Big, dirty, dusty books, because that's what I love. Just love it. I want to live there. And you have guides in there. And of course, Metatron is in there because he literally is the library, right? He is the chronicler of everything that is, has been, will be, everything. And so he's always there. He's literally like the structure of the whole thing. That's how I picture him. Like he's literally the walls and the floors and the ceilings. He's the bones of the library. He's there. His essence is there. See? Look at that. If you can see it. How beautiful that is. Yeah, Pikes Peak is over there. It's hazy, but... So yeah, Akashic Records readings. They are magical and they can heal. The cool thing about them is when you go into the records and you set the intention, show me. Merlin is my kind of constant guide in the library, and he always brings me the books that I need, and I always set the intention, show me the core of this belief for my client. Show me the first time that this belief was created. Show me where it was created. And so we go to that life. It's always a past life. So far, it's been a past life every time. I'm sure it's not always. But you know, this life is not for creating new karma. This life, I've heard that so many times. You haven't created any new big karma in this life. You maybe have created little things. And you know what clears it? Stubbing your toe. Like, I know that whenever I have a negative thought, I used to keep track of this. If I had a negative thought about my mother-in-law, I would immediately stub my toe. Be like, what the? Oh, all right, fine. And that clears it, right? So there's no, like, clearly I have bigger issues with my mother-in-law that needs to be cleared. But that little bit of karma right there was cleared when I stubbed my toe. So there's no creating new karma in this life. But what we can do is we can go find where the karma or where the belief first started. Sorry, I keep turning because the wind, of course, the direction I want to go, no matter which direction it is the worst direction for the wind. We can find that original life. You see it, you can be there, you can talk to the you that was in that life, the you that created that belief. If there's a soul fragment, we retrieve it, we bring it home, okay? And you send love to the whole story, you send love to the whole situation, you clear that karma, you clear that belief system from that life where it began, and it's the domino effect again. And it clears it from then all the way up through this life. You don't have to go into every life that you carried it into with you to clear every single, this clears it all. Okay, if you can get to the source of it, it clears it all. So anyway, I get excited because it's such an exciting modality. If you want to learn how to do it, I will link my teacher's info below. Angie Craft Meldal, Life Purpose Pathfinders. She's amazing. And so, you know, find somebody, seek somebody out. The important thing here is you can heal yourself, but you also need to not be afraid to ask for help, because sometimes we need to be taught to heal ourselves, how to heal ourselves. Sometimes we just need some shit moved out of the way, and that's what I do. There's a condom. Anybody want to see the condom on the ground? All right. What the hell does that mean? What does that signify? Somebody comment below. What does that symbolize? I was just talking about seeking out help, and I see a used condom on the ground. I don't know, people. You know what it is? It symbolizes what it is. Okay, so I'm reading way too much into this, but go with me because it's fun. So what that meant was that so many of you are keeping yourselves from creating. You're keeping yourselves from creating the life that you want. You're using a condom on your dreams. You're shooting them all into the condom. This is disgusting, and I apologize. Sorry, not sorry. You are putting everything into this container and then discarding it. Let it out. Let it out. Let yourself create. You are a beautiful fucking creator. Okay? You just need a little help, maybe healing. And narcissism, that kind of thing. If you're worried, first of all, if you're worried you're a narcissist, that's a good sign. You're probably not a full-up narcissist. You just have narcissistic energy. We all do. We're human. We've been beaten into this position, into this situation. And even though our free will was taken, right? That's my personal belief. You can say, oh, well, we've always had free will. Yeah, and we allowed all this. Yes. Our free will was taken for the most part. But guess what? It's our job to fucking take it back, okay? So this is how it starts, by healing ourselves. You have to heal yourself. Heal yourself and everybody around you will heal. Focus on you. Be selfish, okay? Let your creativity, I could say a gross word, but I'm not going to. Let your creativity out. Let it out. Don't bottle it up. Don't keep it from the world. The world needs it right now, okay? Don't hide it. Oh, okay. Going uphill. I'm going to sign off. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. If this helps, if this resonates, please, don't be afraid. I don't bite, unless that's what you like. I don't bite. So subscribe, like, share. Just in case this little nugget of crazy walking wisdom resonates with you, share it. Share it with somebody. I don't give a shit about subscribers. I do this for me. Woo! Those were something mating on the... Seriously, what is it with the sexual references? What's going on? They were creating. They were not wearing a condom. Neither one of them. So, the ramblings of Wendy Lou. Thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Love you all. Bye.